Winter's coming! 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 Ah! I am bored! It has been many months since I have made a Brian is bored video, and it's been even longer since I've reacted to some TikToks. But I figured if I was gonna be lazy, then I might as well get a video out of it. I don't want to waste y'all's time, so let's react to some TikToks. What a great way to start out this video. Episode 69 of Why Women Live Longer Than Men. Excellent number, can't wait to see how this video turns out. Aw, mate. Fabulous recreation as always. Human versus Minecraft pig. Yeah, I remember seeing that video when it first came out. He did a remake with both a motorcycle and an actual car. I think he's stranded in North Dakota right now. I really can't remember.
Alright, this is certainly the dumbest thing. Watch out! Oh!
Oh my god! I've got places to be! Forget alarm clocks. As tempting as it is to want to buy that, I am perfectly happy with my current sleeping situation, where I will happily wake up anywhere between the hours of 12 and 4 p.m. That guy yeeted right there! This actually brings up an interesting debate. Would you rather have sex with the Iron Golem or 1v1 him in the cage? Oh no, oh no. Oh, that's gotta be the whitest I've ever seen right there. Snap! Wait, what time is it? I woke up early. I am bored! I'm so bored I dyed my hair red. And the sad part is I think it looks good.
I need you to come with me to Atlantis.
Yeah, this is gonna be harder than I thought. That scared the shit me. I mean, they're making a Winnie the Pooh horror movie, so who knows, maybe one day we'll go into theaters and see an Elmo horror film.
Alright, describe yourself in one word. Hired.
Fuck, can you do that? Well, it says here you're good at mathematics, so what's 69 times 420?
37.
That wasn't even close.
Yeah, but it was quick.
Fuck, you're hired. You're a bitch. I know.
This kind of reminds me of that one scene from Ted, like the interview scene. Also, that is totally how I got hired in my most recent job.
Dress up like a moose.
On one hand, that almost got me, but on the other hand, that was painful.
You didn't get 110, it's 20 bucks, two $10 bills. Is that actually 100? I think the Tooth Fairy was drinking last night.
Yeah, man, you know what? I do think the Tooth Fairy was drinking last night if he intended to give a child $10 per tooth. Honestly, that dad deserved to lose $100 for that decision right there. Where's the charge of Snapchat yearly's cat needs to be fired. That's up. That is actually messed up.
So they're saying we have to quarantine for 2 weeks. I mean, it honestly sounds like a long weekend. It'll be kind of fun.
Welcome to the Council of the Cookies. Yes, Kyle, do you have a question?
It's still going! Every day there's like a new variant. Alpha, Delta, goddamn Samsung Galaxy refrigerator variant. It never ends! Okay, so the girl pretends to be dead. The dog checks on her. The dog steps on her, goes behind the counter, and grabs a knife! It was a dog with a knife! How could I not laugh? Oh, I get it. So the guy is reloading different appliances as if they were guns. That's actually sick. This is sick.
Nice cock.
I like the nice cock at the end. That was a nice touch.
Here's a normal beach towel. Here's a sand cloud beach towel. Watch what happens. As you can see, the normal beach towel absorbs all the water and sinks to the bottom. Sand cloud repels it.
Then what's the point of the f***ing towel? How to stop a tantrum. I mean, she's clearly been around the block a time or two, so if you're an up-and-coming parent, take notes. Oh man, that's a waste of a perfectly good Sprite!
Motherfucking son of a gun! Motherfucking Ford Ranger! So you may be big and shit, but you ain't no fucking Ford fucking Ranger!
Ford Ranger!
Ford Ranger! I know this truck, I ain't no stranger!
Like, I drive a Tacoma, which is basically the Ford Ranger of Toyota, but shit, I'll happily pop out to that song.
I know this truck, I ain't no stranger! I know that truck, that's a Ford fucking Ranger!
When they say I'm too old to watch SpongeBob.
Fuck you, bitch!
I mean, you're never too old to watch cartoons. I respect my boy. Oh, I play Smash sometimes, but when Steve came out, I lost my shit over that. That's broken right there. Who would have thought that Steve would be the next overpowered Smash main?
Instead of opening your water bottles like this and making a huge mess, just use the cap at the top of the bottle.
My god. How have we never thought of this before? Man, no longer am I just going to like waste a of water trying to open the water bottle like that. Who would have thought that all you had to do was wait. If you thought stepping on a Lego was bad, do not try that, children. That was done by a trained professional. Honestly, I can't think of a better way to start this video than with an idiot doing something stupid.
Everybody's always asking us, how do you guys make trick shots look so easy? Well, it's actually not as hard as you might think.
Everybody's always asking us, how do you make the trick shots look so easy? Well, it's actually not as hard as you might think.
What, did you think they did that via talent or something? Nah, mate, it's the 21st century. You don't need talent. All you need to know how to do is operate a camera and how to edit that bitch.
When the server finds out I stole a single diamond.
Just another day in Ohio right there.
Day 12 of trying to buy the Walmart security camera. Found this empty item tag.
Hi, would you like a bag today?
Nothing. No bag.
No way.
Your total is $10.58.
Have a beautiful night.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too, buddy.
Let's fucking go! Living room fun.
Oh my god.
Man, I wish I had a living room. No, that's it. What, did you think that there was a setup or something? Nah, I just wish I had a living room.
Here you go.
1, 2, 3. Push it, Cole.
Kids, do not run out onto a bowling lane. Don't worry, the dad was there to stop him. The kid's fine. Bro vented.
Among Us? Among Us!
It's 2022. Why are we still doing Among Us jokes? I mean, honestly, the joke's on him. I mean, he just wasted a perfectly good Among Us plushie, but still. When the hurricane leaves your house on top of the college building.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
How the hell does that even happen? Like, I was on the borderline of where Hurricane Ian was, but how the hell did the hurricane manage to pick up an entire house? Man, Earth is scary. In fact, my research tells me that 100% of deaths happen on Earth, so why the hell are we still living here?
What's the point of living if I don't know what Minecraft block I am? Fuck!
Cobblestone. Damn. You know what? I actually wonder what Minecraft block I am. That's a good question. I've never needed to know until now, but which Minecraft block am I? Wow! I wrote the entire Shrek movie in the caption. Wait, what the hell? What? That's incredible. Wait, I didn't even know you could do that on TikTok. I mean, the video is nothing interesting. It's just a picture of candy corn, but damn! I don't know why kids made me laugh. I mean, honestly, that was just funny in like the most wholesome way ever. Little buddy was just trying to play hide and seek, but his dad needed to use the bathroom for adult business.
How the fuck am I supposed to get to school? Look at this shit. Bro. No, my slide, no!
And the slide was never seen again. Honestly, what the hell did he think was gonna happen? What was he trying to accomplish? The boys getting back at Hurricane Ian.
Avengers!
Assemble.
Just an average day in Ohio. Wait, was it their house that got stuck on top of the college building? Is that why they needed to get revenge on Hurricane?
Other kids want to be doctors, but my son wants to be.
He's taking his time. I mean, I wanted to be Thomas the Train as a kid, so keep on dreaming, kid. Maybe someday we'll both make our dreams come true. I'm gonna be playing terrible games, so you don't have to. Now, some of these games will be mobile, so I won't be able to have a face cam, but I'll put in a picture of myself just so you don't forget what I look like. Now, the first game I used in my last video as a meme. This is a game where you literally fight Obama. Yeah! Take that, Obama! I don't know why somebody would make this, but I guess it's supposed to staticize how Obama is like a god or something. Where did you get these powers from, Obama? Grab, avoid the fire. The controls here are like very bad. Oh yeah! Take that, Obama! Yes! Alright, so the first mobile game we're gonna play is called Lousy Plane. It costs $375. For $375, I could get a plane ticket and go and travel to an actual foreign country. But luckily, there's a free demo, so I'm going to play that because you'll see why. This is it. This is the game. I didn't even get an explosion! So, the difference between the demo and the actual game is that the demo you can only go so far before you have to pay for the real thing. You go onto the App Store, there's been over 10,000 installs! That's like over $3 million people have paid! I just gotta feel sorry for the guys that got scammed. Alright, well my high score is 7. Great game. Would not recommend. My little riding champion. There is no way in hell I am about to pay money to play a horse riding. Whee! Giddy up, buttercup through the meadows we troll it. It's moments like these where I really gotta question what my life has come to. I spent $30 on this shit. I don't know how I ended up being a tour guide, but at this point, I don't even know what this game is anymore. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm just taking our horse for a swim. Try not to drown. Yeah, so I'm sorry. What just happened? Yeah, so now that we've achieved interstellar travel, if you look on the left, you'll see the moon. This next game is called Fat Baby. That's a pretty average looking sized baby. I will not end until this baby is obese. I want a donut. Now you can upgrade in order to fight other players, but there's nobody else that's playing this game. Okay, that can't be good for the baby. No! Whoa, that guy just yeeted me! Nothing much here, just eating sidewalk foods. I'm now 12,000 pounds. I'm up to 23,000, and I'm just straight up eating garbage now. 78,000! I gotta feel sorry for the mother that did this. I can now crush entire buildings. You can tell just by looking at it that this baby has some brain development issues. This game, it's weird. It kind of reminds me of Agario, if you know what that game is. So the final game is called Survival Craft. It cost about $3. Luckily, there's a demo version, so I'm gonna play that and hope for the best. Why is it when I punch wood in this game, it sounds like I'm choking a chicken? Alright, I see something I think I can kill. I believe that is a pig. Perfect. Alright. Oh, wait, that's a boar. Can I kill it, though? Yes! I killed it! Alright, I'll finally be able to get some actual food. My god, there he is. My mortal enemy! Oh, I want to kill you so bad. You know, if I were to just avoid the lion, I might have a chance at surviving a night. But then the video would be over too quick, and frankly, it wouldn't be as funny, so I'm probably gonna regret this, but alright. Oh, there we go. Oh, alright. Stay back. Wow, I'm actually holding up. He's running! Oh no, you don't. Okay, I might actually be able to get some good food. Alright. Yes! I killed the beast! Yes! What the f? You mean to tell me I wasted my machete killing a beast and I don't even get any good meat? So literally that thing's whole goal is just to kill me and I get nothing in return. What a waste of a damn machete. Alright, so with what little material I have left, I'm going to quickly make a nice little hut that should... Oh! What the hell? I got attacked by a goddamn Kodiak brown bear. What is going on, guys? It's your boy Commander Beast here. Today we are going to be playing the most expensive game on Steam. It is a $1,000 VR experience, but I don't actually have VR, so I recruited my friend Puggers to play this game. The issue is I bought this, realized it was a VR experience, so I had to buy it again just to give it to Puggers. This ended up costing me $2,000. It better be good.
Okay, this is it.
Wait, what do you mean?
I am in a single room and I cannot move, dude.
What do you mean? There's gotta be more than a single room.
Because I can't walk.
What do you mean you can't walk?
This game is meant to be played in a, like, big room. In an arcade, a VR arcade.
Wait, so you don't even have the proper... I spent $2,000 and you don't even have the proper equipment? I really should have read the description.
Can we refund this? I don't think you can refund this.
I'm gonna be playing Scribblenauts Unlimited, so you don't have to. In a game where you can come up with some pretty creative ways to help others, essentially, the only limit is your imagination. That and what the game developers decided to code in. Alright, let's see if we can beat this quest. Protect the village from the marauders. Alright, Desert Raiders, start. Now I think this ought to be where we get really creative with our stuff. Alright, yeah. Wow, if I lived there, I would feel depressed. The abandoned mercenary tells you that her game is meaning to raid the villagers group. Maxwell needs to recruit help. Okay, well, I can't think of any better help other than me, myself, and I. Clone machine. Will that work? Oh, it works! Wait, I'm trying to place it. Here we go. Okay, let me get over here. Clone myself. Clone, interact. Alright, yes! It's working! Okay, we get some help. Yes, I can't think of anything better than this. Alright, well I gave myself a gun, so let's see how this goes. So we tried to recruit some help from Nintendo, but the game didn't know what we were trying to summon, and Sega wasn't any help either. But eventually we were able to summon Thor from Marvel, but it was like the Make-A-Wish version. I just want to like complete one quest with some creative methods. Like one quest, that's all I want. What's this one? Help the students win the science fair by creating Dastardly Creations. Okay, this might be the one. This might be the one that I could actually get some creative things out of. Give me a source of nutrients for the paramecium. What? A source of nutrients. Compost? Water? Okay, that worked. It needs some heat to help it grow. Alright. Flamethrower, obviously. Oh, I just gave it legs. Wait, something to help it grow. Jetpack, something, get me out of here. Bam, I made it cool. Alright, well his name is Rap. Not very creative, but hey. And just like that, I became a mad scientist. Alright, I'm back at the farm. Okay, let's try some things out here. Okay, so I'm going to make the clone machine. Yes, once again, let's try this again. Well, and... it worked! Okay, I have made a monster. I have made a monster. Alright. Okay, well, I know how to take care of a monster like that. Boom, you just shrink them. Actually, I want to keep experimenting on something. Metal, rubber, growth ray. I give it to the evil thing. Okay, well, I created a little baby gremlin, but he can't do anything to attack me. What is going on, guys? It's your boy Commander Beast here, and today I will be attempting a Pokemon White Nuzlocke, but with a catch. Every Pokemon will be randomized in this game. Alright, so here's where we get to pick our starters. No, let's do something different. Wait, does that mean that my rival... she gets Zekrom. Alright, let's adjust the settings and try this again. How does she keep getting the legendaries? How?
A few moments later.
Wait, she has Zekrom now? What? On top of Raikou? This is a different save. I wipe here. I don't. This has nothing to do with me not picking the legendary. She got the legendary and managed to catch a different legendary. I need to get like a ground type or something. Like she has 2 electric legendaries. I don't even know how that's possible.
2 hours later.
Ow! I got a ground type to deal with the electrics, but if she goes and catches Zapdos, I wipe here. I can't do this! How does she have 3 electric legendaries? I'm gonna be playing Meteor 60 seconds, so you don't have to. Now the idea for this game is, what would you do if you only had 60 seconds left to live? I know what I would do. You're home. Wait, okay, my life's already over if this is my house. Well, okay, I didn't have time to... Oh! Well, it gives me a demographic of how to use the controls. Alright, so I punch... Alright, well, I'm just gonna punch everybody. Punch! Just punch! Okay, yep, okay, well, the mobile controls aren't exactly what I think to be. I'm having trouble. I can't seem to, like, continue to move forward a lot of times. I'm having to constantly keep pressing that button. If I stop for a moment, I can't, okay, it's delaying. I can't exactly punch the dog. Oh, wait, you can go over here? Okay, just punch. Just punch. Son, I did not know you were like this. You're garbage. How can you even consider yourself human? Are you a psychopath? I can't believe you chose to kill people. I think we should break up. Well, okay, I can't blame her for that. Uncle, why were you laughing and killing people? Was it fun? I want to be a cool murderer like you. What? When I grow up. Okay, well that did not go as planned. But on the bright side, I got the murderer ending, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's go in and add a second time. Let's do things differently. This time, I'm not going to attack anybody. I'm just going to punch a car. Yes, I'm going to rapidly punch that car. Nope, not gonna hit you. I'm just gonna keep punching that car. Punching. Damn it! Alright, so I have to do something differently. Punching a car and punching a dog is not really gonna do a damn difference. So, what if I just do nothing? Like, I will sit here for the next 60 seconds, and we'll see what happens. And that's time. And once again, the Earth's been destroyed. I suck at this. Alright, so I did nothing that time, and let's see what my family thinks. That's my son. I'm so proud of you. I would have been very disappointed if you had done harm to others. I'm so relieved, my darling. I think it's better to do nothing in that situation. Also, can we talk about how her head is roughly bigger than both of her arms stretched out? If I were you, I would have stayed put and done nothing to harm others too. Just what I expect from my boyfriend. Taking the personality test was a good idea. I read that way too fast. Okay, well... was that? Okay, I think I unlocked a new ending. Boring. Okay, well my nephew is a demon child. So it appears that you unlock different endings depending on what you do in the situation. So it's like the Henry Stickmin franchise. It's also worth mentioning that I have reason to believe that this game is made by Korean people, because when I go and try to get a hint, this is what pops up. Very helpful. Alright, so I actually want to try to figure out how to beat the game this time. I know I need to go this way. Okay, I've been punching a lot, but what happens if I were to kick? Come on, come on, come on, move, 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 move! Shoot! 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 No! Motherfucker! Okay, so apparently violence does not work trying to get rid of the guard, so I need to use some other attraction. Now, that lady stands out, so she must have something to do with it. So if I were to, okay, well, I didn't think she'd slap me, but if I could get her to follow me, will she follow me off the subway? Crap, I don't think, no, there she is, okay, if I could get her to follow me, move, yes! I distracted the guard, alright, I get on the rocket, and, whoa, alright, we got out of here, alright, and, wait, are we land on the meteor? Huh? What the? Wait. That can't be right. There's nothing going on here. What? What's happening? Wait. And I just destroyed my way off? What the heck? No! I've seen other people play this. I should know what to do, but I don't. Damn it! Alright, let's see what the family thinks. I mean, I don't think I did anything too bad, so let's see what happens. Son, are you in need of more kissing? Why did you kiss those girls like that? I kissed one girl and it was to get onto the rocket. What do you want from me? You had the happiest expressions I've ever seen on your face. Must feel great. It was what, again, I was trying to get out of here. Uncle doesn't... I'm not reading. Yeah. Oh, God. Yep. Yeah, can we get the camera? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm definitely on the watch list now. Don't worry, I know what to do here, guys. Oh no.
Where's the ladder?
I don't know.
Oh, I see it. Come over here. Come over here.
I don't know where here is.
Okay, go. Turn around.
I don't.
Forward. Just get up here.
I can't see a thing.
What do you mean? Run straight.
What?
Please.
What do you mean? Oh. Well, that could have gone better.
Get in.
Yep, I'm in.
Are you sure you're able to see? What the?
Oh.
No! Well, that's the run. We're back! That's right! After 1 year of isolation, we at GDN decided to reboot in order to bring you the best content of this generation. I'm Brian Phillips, and this is the goddamn news! Over the past 2 years, it's safe to say that it's been nothing but for everyone. One bad thing after another keeps happening, and there's no sign of things getting better. One of these tragedies that keeps going on for the past year and a half are companies changing their logos for no damn reason. That's right, we're diving into the goddamn problem with oversimplifying logos. Now, what inspired me to talk about this was that Papa John's recently changed their logo. Papa John's had a great logo before, but now they're doing a Domino's thing where they removed pizza and are just called Papa John's because they're so much more than pizza. Look, I'm just gonna say, I don't trust them to make a side salad, let alone trust them to make something like a meatball sub, or is that lasagna? Papa John's is working on adding a lasagna to their menu? It's funny, in 2018 they tried to change it once, but it was so bad they changed it back, only to change it again recently, and it looks 10 times worse. Papa John's has fallen victim to oversimplicity, and they're taking on more than they can handle. Only time will tell how it affects their marketing and income, but one thing's for sure, I won't be ordering that sorry-ass excuse for a lasagna. The next thing that we've got to talk about is the recent change in car logos. What's important about this change is a good majority of people drive cars, and the logos are manufactured on them. If the logo is bad, it devalues the whole look of the car, and boy do these logos suck! BMW changed to a 2D model made of plastic and has been completely whitewashed. Cadillac reverted back to the black and white era. Volkswagen, what the f even is this? Worst of all, Nissan, I can't even describe how pissed this change has made me. One of the things that all these oversimplified logos love to do is have the exact same font. I can't even exaggerate how many of them there are, because there's so many of them and they all have the same font. I mean, look at these. And it's not just those companies, because recently we've had change with thesource.com. Boring logo for a boring site. Dictionary.com. Why? User Zoom? I have no idea what the f the user Zoom is, but holy sh is their new logo bad. And sometimes a logo change is so simple, it's like, what was even the point of this? Case in point, Flipboard and Slack. Come on, brain, think. Yeah, I got nothing. Alright, Photomath, you're up. Thank you for joining us. I'm Brian Phillips. From Hurricane Ian to Dream's face reveal, the last couple of weeks have been one hell of a ride, to say the least. So much has happened that we at GDN have decided to cover 5 goddamn stories that we think you should know. Our first story, Hurricane Ian swept through Florida, leaving what many would consider another natural disaster. Here to comment is a TikToker pretending to be a weatherman.
It's rain sideways!
Using the Waffle House Index, we've determined on a scale of green to red that for the most part, Florida made it out okay, as the majority of their Waffle Houses remained open. However, that would not be the main issue in the eyes of our elected leader, as the president has what is considered to be the biggest piece of bullshit in response to the hurricane. President Biden states a vital part of preparing for hurricane season is to, quote, get vaccinated. And to that I say, no the f*** it's not. That's not even the dumbest thing the president had to say, as he also criticizes the hurricane naming system, stating, and I quote, what's with these white name folks? And vows that the next hurricane will be named after a woman of color. While in hindsight, neither of those statements are important when it comes to hurricanes, we at GDN say its relevance to the subject is nothing short of goddamn stupid. Gen Z canceled the thumbs up emoji according to the New York Times, as the emoji is seen as, quote, hostile. Along with the thumbs up emoji, they want to ban 9 others. So we at GDN put together a list of the top 10 emojis that we should ban because I said so. At number 10, we have the thumbs up emoji, because according to Twitter, there's not anything worth giving a thumbs up about. And at number 9, we have the bomb, because Obama wouldn't approve. Number 8 goes to the van, because kidnapping should not be praised. And at number 7, we have the syringe, because who wants to be reminded about COVID? Number 6 goes to the college cap, because I said so. Number 5 goes to giraffe, just because. And at number 4, that goes to whatever the hell this is. Number 3 goes to the eggplant, because I just do not like how it's being used to represent a dick. Number 2 is any sort of bicycler, because who gives two shits about cycling now that Lance Armstrong is career dead? And finally, at number 1, we have the peach, because I do not like how it's being used to represent an ass, and it makes the whole state of Georgia look bad. On a side note, however, the price of beer has gone up as a result of Oktoberfest, and McDonald's released what many are calling the Adult Happy Meal. Here to give us the inside scoop on this new fad, we have our lead reporter, Brian Phillips. Brian? Yeah, so I didn't get the Adult Happy Meal because McDonald's ran out because they only managed to produce about 7 of them. However, they did bring back the trick-or-treat buckets after 5 years of complaining. So that was cool. You know, the contents inside aren't all that amazing. You know, chicken nuggets, french fries, all that. McDonald's did bring back the McRib as well, so I will be getting that. But for the bucket, you know, nothing much. To drink, I got a cherry Fanta because the Braves no longer have a chance at the World Series this year. I can complain a little bit though. The main issue is there was no adult toy. However, I ran to the drugstore across the street and I managed to fix that, so it was all good there. Overall though, this is a pretty solid Happy Meal and I'll rate it a 8 out of 10. Thanks, Brian. And our final story, a New Yorker has been charged after smuggling a python in his pants across the US-Canadian border. And the only thing he had to say in response to the situation is, my anaconda don't want none. Yeah, I don't know who put that in, but somebody's getting fired for it.
Ah,
what you've done and messed up now, internet? You think you can make a video where you just drag some stuff around on the screen? Well, guess what? I can do that too. C tier? That's A tier, boy. Toothpicks are going right on the D tier. Carnivals, you know what? That is a solid A tier right there. Yeah, I'll give it that. But a Ferris wheel, however, that's going straight on the F tiers. They're built in like a day and stuff. Half of the time the guys are drunk. Those are probably the most unsafe ride ever. Alright, so I just want to get this one out of the way. Anxiety, going right down to the D tier. Following that, I'm going to put depression there as well. Hot dogs, you know what? Those are a B tier. They're pretty good. But a dog dressed as a hot dog, that's S tier, boy! Smucker's jelly, A tier. Sweet tea, A tier. Unsweet tea, C tier. Iced tea, S tier, boy! Well, 2022 was interesting to say the least. Whether you're a fan or not, there's no escaping reality, which is why we at GDN are here to sum up the best and worst moments this year had to offer. I'm Brian Phillips, and this is the goddamn news! 2022 recap, let's get right into it. Starting off, we have to take a look at the beginning. Heightened tensions between Russia and Ukraine began in January, and by February led to a full invasion of Ukraine by Russia. Then exactly 3 days later, CNN screwed up on their daily article 5 Things by including a bit about how bread is made from a YouTuber who specializes in satire content. Needless to say, CNN received some backlash while the creator Hugbee's viewership skyrocketed. The British Prime Minister Boris Johnson attended a party while the country was in a lockdown. In his apology, he states, "You either live free to party or die a simple life." At least that's what we think he said. An Australian by the name Drew Lambert captured a creature with a human-like mouth after it washed up on shore of Bondi Beach. In his response, he stated, "I've lived here for 20 years and have never seen anything like this. And we at GDN want to know if anyone can tell us what this alien-like creature is." Lastly, in April, Elon Musk purchased Twitter, which gave users of the platform high hopes for change. Later in the year, Elon Musk threatened to walk away from the Twitter deal after the platform refused to allow him access to its private data. This denial begged the question, what is Twitter hiding from us and what percentage of its users are actually human? Here to comment is something that is not a human. Care to comment on Elon Musk buying Twitter? The Depp v. Heard trial concluded, and to no one's surprise, Johnny Depp won the case. However, Amber Heard refuses to let it go and will continue to pursue the case even if no one cares. Which we don't. Lastly, a Queen lookalike was spotted in the crowd at the World Music Festival disguised in a blue coat. This begs the question, were they an imposter or the real deal? And was the late Queen Elizabeth the real deal or a lookalike? She could still be out there, watching us from beyond the grave. Before we continue with our stories, let's take a look at the city of the day. Dinosaur, Colorado. A gravestone in Korea went viral for the death of the beloved internet browser, Internet Explorer. Honestly, it was only a matter of time before it joined the ranks of Bing and MacWeb, and hopefully by 2030 we'll have put Yahoo out of its misery. After 13 years, Tom Brady's marriage ended in divorce. Of course, nobody cares as they're too busy sucking him off. He peaked, y'all. He peaked a while ago. He's got nowhere else to go but down. Doesn't mean his legacy has to go down with him. Stop trying to take his career to the grave by having him play until he's 80. He's only human, he's not a god, so stop treating him like he is one. And our final story. In the state of California, animal control officials gave a little girl permission to keep a unicorn, assuming she follows strict guidelines and regulations. This decision by California officials suggests unicorns may be real, and if so, begs the question, what other fables are actually facts? This calls for a very serious investigation report on what may be the biggest myth bust of 2022. Santa Claus, a man so elusive he can deliver presents to every boy and girl around the world in a single night while avoiding any regards to the law or illegal entries into other countries. This man sounds too good to be true, yet reports of Santa sightings have been spotted throughout the decades, excluding Mall Santa, who we all know is a load of bullshit. It's time to go full Kevin McAllister and undercover in order to answer the biggest question of the holiday season. Is Santa real? No. I watched 4Kids One Piece, so you don't have to. Now, 4Kids dubs aren't usually regarded as amazing, with many of their edits including changes to dialogue and complete re-edits of scenes. While some 4Kids shows did better than others like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Sonic X, nothing could compare to the disaster which was the 4Kids adaptation of One Piece. Now, the target demographic of 4Kids was children ages 7 to 11 with a TV rating of Y7. So while One Piece wasn't considered an adult animation in Japan, it definitely was more mature in the anime library.
And you know, you can't go around showing clips like this to kids.
So for a show like One Piece, which would have a TV rating of 14L in westward countries, numerous edits were done that completely changed the overall flow and story altogether. This drastic change begged the question, what possessed them to think that this was a good idea? Yet the damage was done, and One Piece, for over 100 episodes, got dubbed by 4Kids, later having to be redubbed by Funimation. But I'm not here to summarize every episode of 4Kids dub. I'm here to talk about some of the worst moments and edits in the 4Kids One Piece. When I first saw this edit, I realized in my head that I had seen it somewhere before, but I guess my memory must have repressed it, and for good reason. With the target demographic of 4Kids being ages 7 to 11, having a main character smoking was frowned upon. Thus, edits were done where 4Kids replaced Sanji smoking cigars to him holding a lollipop. Now, those who watch One Piece know that Sanji smoking isn't a habit, it's a character trait, and it's impossible to take him seriously while he's fidgeting with a damn lollipop. Instead of him being a confident, cool, badass kicking chef, he's simply been reduced to the lollipop man. This edit is very mild in comparison to others, however, it does in fact desensitize a key protagonist, which is why I felt it should be mentioned. With this next change, like smoking, showing booze and alcohol isn't meant for kids. 4Kids edited out any scenes where characters were seen bleeding, which often resulted in changing methods of fighting, like changing darts to be poison plungers, editing out where characters got cut by sword attacks, and completely removing entire fight scenes. Yet, those gun edits are nothing in comparison to this scene at which, in the original version, Colby is being held up at gunpoint, to which now, in the 4Kids edit, is seen being threatened by, this thing. I can't believe this is what they settled on, and I'm honestly having a hard time figuring out if this is the result of a lack of creativity or if the artist was feeling too creative that day. Yet this is the end result where Kobe is now being threatened by what appears to be some sort of sex toy. I don't know why Kobe, Luffy, or even the audience would even remotely feel threatened by this device, and I failed to compute as to why Kobe just simply didn't run away, as he is no longer being threatened by a projectile. The only positive thing I could say about this change is that it doesn't impact the story moving forward, but that all changes starting with these edits. In the third climactic fight between Luffy and Crocodile, in the original scene, Luffy uses his blood to act as water against Crocodile's Sand fruit. Yet in the 4Kids dub, they re-edited the scene to where Luffy fights Crocodile using his sweat.
When I'm underground, the heat makes me sweat a lot.
So what?
Now, while this is a creative solution to say the least, it ultimately is gross in comparison. These edits may have ruined characters and storylines. Unfortunately, they're nothing compared to these edits that completely removed key points of the story and left major plot holes. At this point, it's established that if it involves blood and violence, 4Kids won't have it, and that's no exception to the whole concept of death. Many characters who died in the series act as motivation to key protagonists. However, 4Kids would essentially cover up these deaths, resulting in major plot lines being changed. These changes 4Kids made for death essentially ruined the origins of our protagonists, served no real motivation, and would have ultimately changed their goals in the One Piece story. Yet, the only thing that was worse than these changes made by 4Kids was the removal of entire episodes! It's one thing to make changes to dialogue and re-edit scenes to make them more appropriate, but it's a whole other thing to remove scenes and entire episodes of a story. These weren't just small episodes either, like the notorious Savari Zone episode in Pokemon. This was the removal of entire arcs and major plot points, enough to cause major plot holes. For instance, the first two episodes after the Straw Hat enter the Grand Line serve as an origin to a character known as Laboon. While it may be 2 episodes, they serve as crucial plot points of the story. The removal of these 2 episodes were also acquainted with an entirely new scene at which when they entered the Grand Line, instead of encountering a whale, they encounter this.
We're gonna crash!
So much for that iceberg!
An iceberg. A whale to an iceberg might not seem all that important, but this change/removal left numerous plot holes. If they never meet Laboon, then they never meet Crocus and encounter Vivi, nor would they have acquired a log post to navigate the Grand Line. Not to mention, the removal of Laboon and Crocus would have ultimately left another major plot hole, that being Brook's whole character. Not to mention, if 4 Kids had continued, they might have removed Brook and all of Thriller Bark, due to the fact that Brook's origin involves him dying, but being brought back to life by his devil fruit in order to fulfill the promise that he'll see Laboon again someday. The final episode of the 4 Kids One Piece aired in 2004. It was their episode 104, but the Japanese episode 143, meaning they removed 39 episodes in the One Piece story. Not to mention, they ended the series on a more dreadful note during the large chunk of filler after Alabasta and before Skypiea. It's ridiculous that they cut so many important episodes but kept all 14 of this filler arc. I've honestly got to give props if there was anyone who was actively watching this sorry excuse for a dub when it came out. Before Funimation's, this was the only dub of One Piece, meaning if you hadn't watched the original subbed version at the time, you'd be heavily lost and confused in the overall story. I guess the only question remaining is, how do you end a failed attempt at a dub? Well, that is a good question. Let me show you.
You think they let us through that blockade on purpose?
Yeah, when we first got here, it was way too easy.
Talk about letting fate take its course.
What's this?
Maybe it's Wetten's mansion.
You don't think this is another time warp, do you?
Maybe this time the sky's just falling.
Yo!
I can only assume that the final scene ended on a passive-aggressive note, implying 4 kids breaking their own rule and killing off their entire dubbing of One Piece. I've still got plenty more terrible things to say about the 4 Kids One Piece, but those are the main things I wanted to discuss. However, one final thing I want to share with y'all is what 4 Kids would often do during intermission. See, before going to commercial break, 4 Kids would do this trivia-based thing based on the show you were watching. This was alongside things like the Poke Rap and the most infamous Trainer's Choice question. Anyways, to close out this video, I thought I'd share with y'all the final 4 Kids One Piece trivia question, otherwise referred to as Secrets of the Seas.
Who gave Luffy his lucky straw hat? Was it Usopp, Shanks, or Sonic?
Hi, yeah, I have a question about the steak fries. Is that vegan?
No.
Ah, perfect. Then I'll take 2.
What the fuck? So, that 4 Kids video that he made was meant to be a standalone video. I was never planning to make a sequel, but 100,000 views? That's like 3 zeros more than I thought the video was going to get. Obviously, I gotta do like a follow-up of some sort, but I'm also don't want to milk this series. So what I thought I would do is react to some of the comments and just answer any questions about the video in general. And I have never done that before because most of my videos get maybe 1 to 2 comments. This one's got 200. Ain't no way they made Sanji's voice like that. Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about that, but yeah, in the dubbing, they gave him like a Boston accent of sort, but honestly, he just sounded like one of those anti-smoking spokespersons, despite the fact that in 4 Kids, Sanji doesn't smoke. Also, can we take a moment and talk about what the f this voice acting was?
Hey, looks like these two are gonna take each other out.
Fine with me.
What?
What the fuck? Imagine they added JoJo to 4 Kids. I could do you one better. Imagine if they added Nagatoro or Shimoneta. 4 Kids would have their work cut out for them if either one of those I watched 4Kids One Piece so you don't have to. What kind of BS is that? So that's actually a funny story. Originally, the video was supposed to be I watched Lightyear so you don't have to, but I never saw the movie. And legit, the only reason why I even wanted to make that video was because I had the perfect thumbnail in mind.
Nothing will ever top Zoro screaming Luffy at the top of his lungs.
Facts! Bro put his whole heart and soul into that scream. It's Alpha Red! I wish. I'll take that as a compliment though. But in all seriousness, yes, the title is inspired by Alpha Red's playlist on his channel. In my opinion, the name change from Marine to Navy somewhat makes sense. After all, they're at sea. Well, finally, a comment that doesn't involve somebody saying I ripped off another YouTuber's video. And to reply to that comment, yeah, I guess it makes sense, but in One Piece, the Marines and Navy coincide in the world. It's just the Marines are the main focus. I don't know why they needed to change the name, especially since the whole concept in general is that there's gonna be fights and blood at sea. They changed Smoker to Chaser even though he had the smoke fruit. I know, that was like the biggest what the f moments from 4Kids. It didn't make any sense, and it was only after I went back to look over the video and fact check some things did I learn that Smoker's powers were actually steam in the 4Kids version. Even though the devil fruit he ate, cursed fruit that he ate was something called like the plume fruit. I looked up what the hell plume was. That's still smoke! It's like something cigar based! So it doesn't matter, the fruit he ate was still smoke based, yet I'm having a stroke. Fun fact, Brook's gonna fulfill his former crew's promise to a frickin' iceberg after 50 years. You blew it up. I knew that iceberg back when it was just a little ice cube. Let's face it, Brook's gonna be pretty disappointed. So Pokemon Scarlet and Violet have been out for well over a week, and fans...
Am I just in the fray? Hi!
have some complaints. With 10 million copies sold within the weekend launch, you'd think the games would have received high praise from fans, but to summarize, Gen 9 is the first mainline Pokemon game to be broken beyond repair. And while I could do a whole playthrough showing how the game runs like piss, I've decided to talk about and examine some of the main bugs and issues with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Also, since Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is the only game that crashes when you try to stream it, I've decided to use clips and images off of YouTube and TikToks, and I will essentially be doing a commentary explaining some of these bugs.
I knew it! I knew it!
No way!
It's happening!
Those parts actually got an evolution! No way!
I knew it!
Please be a cool dragon! What? Dun? It's just a long dun.
We waited 20 years for that?
Where's the dragon? Where's the wings?
So while that's not necessarily a bug, I wanted to include that because it really shows how Game Freak was really lazy when it came to Dunsparce's evolution, which was probably one of, if not the most hyped evolution from fans everywhere. Evolutions aside, when you look at the number of new Pokemon in Gen 9, it really shows how Game Freak may be running out of ideas when it comes to new Pokemon. I mean, look at the fan art for the final evolutions of the starters compared to what we actually got. In comparison, it's pretty underwhelming. And speaking of starters, only one of them's opening animation was able to become a complete meme, and also single-handedly being the only broken starter out of all the mainline Pokemon games. Not only does Fuecoco have a tendency of falling off the map at times, but if you try to do a picnic with him, he'll apparently do this. Around the world, around the world. Honestly, I'm at a loss for words. The main reason why Scarlet and Violet has these problems is due to the scheduling by Game Freak. A total of 3 mainline Pokemon games were released within the year, and while Game Freak put their heart and soul into Legends Arceus, it left the Diamond and Pearl remakes underwhelming and resulted in Scarlet and Violet being underdeveloped. I'm not trying to say I can make a better Pokemon game, I'm just saying it's a billion-dollar franchise, so you'd think they'd take a step back and work on releasing quality over quantity. 3 Pokemon games within a year is great and all, but it doesn't really matter if they look like this. Honestly, I haven't seen a Nintendo game this broken since Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric on the Wii U. And honestly, that's a pretty accurate representation of what Scarlet and Violet is like. Changing the formula of Pokemon may sound good on rice paper, but it's important to know Pokemon was not made to be like that. While Legends Arceus proved Pokemon could work as an open world RPG, changing the mechanics of a game takes time. Had Game Freak slow down and focus on developing the game more thoroughly, maybe Scarlet and Violet wouldn't be as broken as they are. Instead, the end results have characters being glitched, gameplay being broken, and if you adventure too far outside the map, you'd essentially eventually get stuck under the world. What's even worse was this is a game where you needed to frequently save, especially if you catched or leveled up your Pokemon. Meaning if you get stuck and you had to reset your game, you would lose all your save data. Or even worse, if the game were to automatically save and you'd be stuck in a permanently glitched position. Terrible gym leaders, a terrible champion, and a ton of bugs. It's safe to say that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet definitely became a meme of a game, as the subreddit, well, it's got a lot going for it. This game cannot be real. What the hell is this? Oh god. Yeah, that is Curse. Lechonk right now, Lechonk on its final evolution. Honestly, no hates, that would be a way better final evolution than what was actually delivered. I heard your depression is strong. Let's have a Pokemon battle with it. Honestly, Pneumonia is probably one of the better rivals of the Pokemon games. In fact, all the friends that you make in the games are probably one of the more positives. Although, I will always go on an Arven route over Pneumonia. No matter what, she just wants to have a Pokemon battle, and honestly, it's a meme.
Oh god, what are you doing at my house? Hey, it's me, Pneumonia.
Congratulations, your Tatamese evolved into a Mashahole. That ain't an evolution, all they did was... Okay, screw Dunsparce. That evolution right there shows that Pokemon is getting lazy. There was no purpose for me making this video other than I knew I had something I wanted to say about Scarlet and Violet, but did not know how to say it. I cannot stress that I do not think that these games are bad by any means. They're definitely worth playing, just not for the reason Nintendo had in mind. Hopefully, Nintendo will hear our prayers and next Pokemon games will be quality and have less problems like this. Look out, world! Today's the day I become a Pokemon trainer! What? Absolutely not, Rusty! But Dad, it's my destiny! No, your destiny is to go to college and get a job. Your mother and I didn't bust our humps working for you to become some kind of professional pet owner or something. Red's dad lets him be a trainer. Who is Red? He's this awesome trainer from Pallet Town? I follow his Twitter! You're always going on about this Pallet Town. What's wrong with Beige Town? We're not even on the map, Dad. I'm 10 years old. I'm an adult. I can do whatever I want. Legally, no. That is not true. And as long as you're living under my roof, Buster, you're gonna stay here and help out with the deli. Now, take this chicken panini over to the professor and then go to school. Delivery. Hey, Rusty. Is that my lunch? Professor Tree, you know a lot about Pokemon, right? Not really. It was just the easiest grant to apply for. They give you a monthly paycheck and a free lab. As long as I count Pidgeys every once in a while, I can spend the rest of my time growing pot. I probably shouldn't have told you that last part. I'm pretty high. I watch Sonic Boom, so you don't have to. When it comes to Sonic Boom is something. This series served as a reboot to the franchise in the Japanese series Sonic X by following Sonic and friends throughout their adventures based on the smash hit game Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. A game released on the premier Wii U console should give you an idea of what to expect from this series, but let me tell you, nothing can compare to this quirky meme generator of a show that is Sonic Boom. This series was so bizarre that I decided to watch every episode and talk about the good, the bad, and the straight up ugly that is Sonic Boom. Note, this video is not associated with Alpharad's gameplay on Sonic Boom. However, I will reference his playthrough throughout the video. I'll link the video in the description, and with that, let's get started. The first thing we've got to talk about is the characters, specifically their redesigns. While some design choices were alright, such as Sonic and Eggman, others, like Amy, were given a post-2010 update to, quote, fit in with today's standards. While I'm not saying Amy is or should be an over-sexualized cartoon character, I do think it's a bit ridiculous that they needed to update her attire just because her classic outfit showed a little too much skin. You gotta follow those middle school dress codes, children. There's not much regarding Tails, they just gave him a bit of drip, which I don't mind. However, I think the biggest what the f character design came in the revelation of Knuckles, as the choice they made was interesting, to say the least. Knuckles is just so... I feel like he's one of those characters the artist didn't know how to design. I think he even had a cowboy hat at one point. Classic Knuckles' head-body ratio makes him look like a bobblehead, while in Sonic Boom, he's just the average I skip leg day.
Who says I skip leg day?
All the characters have sports tape for some reason, but I got used to that. And you might think that's all the main characters, but you'd be wrong, as there's one character that makes up Sonic and Friends, a character so well known, the series didn't need to give him a proper introduction. That's right, I'm talking about everybody's favorite character.
You will never obliterate Styx because Styx is unobliterate me. He can't kill me.
Like, I understand her character comes from the games. However, she's an NPC in Rise of Lyric, and you can't even play as her or access the quests unless you bought Shattered Crystal on the 3DS. Not like that's gonna help either, as neither of those games explains who the f she is or how she got involved with Sonic. Yet she's there, and now you've got the perfect cast of characters for a show as the audience wonders what adventures will await them. So the plot is something. If you went into this show with high hopes of amazing adventures and a driven storyline, well, you better change shows because you won't find that here. At least, not at first. Basically, for the first season, there wasn't really an overarching story, so you could pretty much watch any of the 52 episodes in whatever order, and you wouldn't be lost in the story, as long as you ended the first season on episode 52. Season 2 of Sonic Boom is arguably when the show really began to buckle down. It's often at this point in the story when the show can be classified as a bad series that got good, which is pretty accurate. Before we could talk about positives in Season 2, there's definitely some negatives that need to be discussed. For starters, the animation studios switched from WeDo Productions to Technicolor Animation, which allowed for more vibrant and expressive movement with characters. This was a big improvement compared to the animation of Season 1. However, as the season went on, the animation started to become a bit wonky. Numerous scenes to entire episodes past mid-Season 2 had the animation appear incomplete, along with awkward camera shots in low-res JPEG. To summarize, as the season went on, the animation started to become half-baked, and there was good reason for this. Because Season 1 of Sonic Boom was received as mediocre by Cartoon Network standards, the second season would air only on Boomerang. You know, that channel that airs reruns of old Cartoon Network shows from 15-20 years ago. Instead of making room in the broadcast schedule for new episodes of Sonic Boom on Cartoon Network, they released every episode on Boomerang till the end of the season. Yet they kept room in their schedule to air 6 hours of Teen Titans Go, because everybody loves that show. Since Sonic Boom was now airing on a lesser known channel, the show lost viewership. Thus, despite having better animation than Season 1, Technicolor wasn't receiving enough profit for the budget with Sonic Boom. Despite those negatives, Season 2 of Sonic Boom is far better than I could have anticipated. They learned from Season 1 by keeping what worked, changing what needed to be fixed, and most importantly, experimenting with new ideas. Remember when I talked about amazing adventures and a driven storyline? Well, Season 2 is when the show started to transition from setups to the actual storyline. You get episodes that change the battle style between Team Sonic and Eggman, along with the aforementioned Season 1 threats taking a much greater role in the story. Season 2 does a better job at balancing action and comedy while still having comedy being the main focus. Looking back on it, Sonic Boom had the same formula as other Cartoon Network phenomenons such as Adventure Time or Steven Universe, but wasn't given a chance to really develop like either of them. Like I said before, animation quality began to decline as the season progressed, and for the most part, Technicolor seemed to be saving what was left in the budget for the season finale. The Season 2 finale aired in 2017 in a climactic two-part story between Team Sonic, Eggman, and Shadow. Yep, Shadow's back for the Season 2 finale, y'all. In all honesty, the story was pretty entertaining. It did an excellent job balancing both comedy and action, along with some high stakes towards the end. With all that said, I guess the only question left is how did Season 2 of Sonic Boom conclude? Well, let's find out.
I'm not thrilled with the results, but I must admit I'm impressed with how you saved the universe. I'll be back, Sonic, but next time, on my terms.
And they never did. After 2 seasons, 104 episodes, and 2.5 games, Sonic Boom was officially cancelled. Other than the fact that they ended Season 2 the same as Season 1, the only negative I have to say is, what the hell is that? Even though they tried to save what was left in the budget for the finale, they still came up short, and I can't watch this without my eyes gouging from this poorly animated final scene. Despite their best efforts, with the transition from channels, along with decline in animation quality from a decreased viewership, Sonic Boom left just as fast as it arrived. While there's always more to be said, to sum it up, Sonic Boom was an underappreciated masterpiece. Despite the world against it, Sonic Boom pushed through till the end and achieved its goal in changing the franchise, while leaving a mark within the Sonic community and fans everywhere. In the end, no matter what you think or how you feel about this series, the one thing we can all agree on is that it was definitely Sonic who gave Luffy his lucky straw hat.
Meme! Approved!
Dude, I'm telling you, I've invited you like 5 goddamn times.
And I'm telling you right now, dickweed, I have not seen a single goddamn invite.
Are you sure? Because, I'm clicking the right place. There's only one place to click invite.
I'm telling you, my guy. Oh, wait, yep, okay, yep. And it says that the invite is invalid.
Alright, what version of the game are you running?
I don't know, let me check. Yep, okay, it says I am running the 1.508 update.
Oh my god, you're supposed to get the 1.509 update! Little Miss Christmas music in July, and all I have to say about this one is I don't even like Christmas music being played in October. Next up, we got Little Miss Daddy Issues, but the character here screams Little Miss entitled Brat. Here we got Little Miss Hits Curbs, and honestly, that's probably one of the most realistic ones. If there was a Mr. Hits Curbs, then I could say with confidence that one matches me. And speaking of the Misters, we can't forget about Mr. Daddy Issues. Alright, well it says here you've been playing Fortnite since 2017, and I gotta ask you, what the hell have you been doing with your life?
I've been increasing my skill set with my wide variety of talents, and I think my skills will not disappoint you at all.
Two hours later.
See this? I have no idea what the f any of this means. On a more lighthearted note, here we got Little Miss Iced Coffee, and that character trait should really be renamed to Little Miss Starbucks Girl. Mr. Discord. Now this is the first name that could actually be gender neutral. Like, I'm looking at the character design right here, and honestly, I don't know what the hell to make of that, but looks like it could be a Zayzin with 2 Z's and an X.
Smells sober. I'll fix that.
Yo, I'm back from state. Who's ready to get wasted up in here? Yeah, this is root beer with the
Let me tell you something. I've watched TV for most of my life, and let me tell you, cable TV ain't as good as it was. Yes, that is exactly how a real sword works. You hit the opponent and they immediately crumble into 1,000 pieces. Maybe it's because people are lazy, don't know quality, or just don't give a I don't know, but what I do know is that cable TV is trash compared to Netflix.
Somebody explain this.
And here we got Little Miss MILF. Okay, so this is realistic dirt. Yeah, I do feel like that dirt needs to be worked on. It's still cube-like when it breaks. It definitely needs to be like more into like bits and pieces rather than in clusters, if that makes any sense. Going back over to the Mr. Men, we got Mr. Clash of Clans, and well, pretty good game. Where is Mr. Raid Shadow Legends?
Yo, this table would be sick for beer pong. Tell me, how am I supposed to play flip cups with this? No ping pong balls? I asked for 2 things. My boys and my Saturdays, and you brought none of them!
Name genre, Netflix has it. In fact, Netflix is a streaming service that offers a wide variety of award-winning TV shows, movies, anime, documentaries, and more on thousands of internet-connected devices.
Are you vaping in the house? No! It's Febreze! We have a strict no-hazing policy in here. Nice one!
Mr. Old Spice Fiji. I gotta be completely honest, that guy does not look like he uses Old Spice. He looks more like a Dove's Men kind of guy. That or a Dr. Squatch.
And this? I have no idea why they would put that in math, or how it is going to be important in any way in the real world, yet I am required by law, under the American education system, to teach it to you. Understand? Good.
Alright, well, it says here you're a Call of Duty pro, and normally I would tell all the other pros that as long as you can get 25 kills, then you'll have done your part. But according to this, it says here that you've won with little to no kills whatsoever. So I gotta ask, is there like some secret strategy you got going on?
Yeah, I do. Watch this.
Wait, seriously? Wait, are you camping? How long is this gonna take?
I am way too sober for this party.
You're still here? No! Get out! Netflix has the best menu when it comes to television. Jeff Dunham, Point Blank, Pearl Harbor, Derek. Just spin the roulette and dive into the experience of 480 to 1080p television.
What do you mean all we got is Jimmy Buffett?
The quality is so good, it makes me want to sit on a stool.
I'm white, but I'm not that white. Put on some Florida Georgia line or I ain't doing this.
This gas is really scary.
Jesus Christ! Dear Lord! What the hell is that? Oh, that's not Minecraft at all! Ugh! If that was inside of the Nether, I'd never go there again. I don't know what the hell that abomination is, but put it out of its misery, for Christ's sake.
Just take my money. Chris, I need you to get this done for me.
Alright, well, we got the Little Miss Sorority Girls of Alpha Delta Pi pulling up with Little Miss Fake Tan, Little Miss Smirnoff Ice, and Little Miss Margarita front and center. Honestly, that's just every Mr. Frat guy's dream girl right there.
Tasty.
But wait, there's more! You can watch as much as you want, whenever you want, without a single commercial. That means I can watch whatever I want, wherever I want. I can watch a masterpiece of a show while I'm taking a shit on a public urinal. Why? Because it's Netflix!
Healthy.
This is Minecraft 1000 RTX% something. I have no clue what RTX is, but let's give this video a shot. So this is a full-on realistic animation. This is incredible. Look at that bed. I would actually want to sleep in it. Amazing. Ah! Ah! Holy f***. If creepers started looking like that, I would never play Minecraft again. And all for the low quality price of $19.99 a month? What the f***? Nah, no. What the hell is that? Are you kidding me? First gas prices? Now Netflix?
Just take my money. Chris! Wait, what's that? You don't want my money? Well, take my money! Alright, hear me out. All we need are ghost Pokemon. Humans won't even be able to touch them. You know what? That's not the worst idea I've heard all day. What Pokemon do you have? Well, I don't mean to brag, but I have a Bulbasaur. Get out! Yes, I go to the gym.
What are you doing? Dude, I just want to go back. I'm out of my element.
I just always skip leg day.
I need my bros, my hoes, and my mimos. Mimosas, they're alcoholics. Something.
Take my money! My legs are like condoms. I don't with them.
This is not Minecraft. There's no way. That's incredible. So apparently, this is GTA and Minecraft mixed together. I mean, it works. It really does work. Throw in a couple of guns to Minecraft and you got something epic right there.
Chris! I haven't been this sober since finals. Wait, I wasn't sober for finals. Everybody that's currently in this room, take my money! I have already wasted half of my Tuesday. I swear if you don't have anything to offer, I am going to get in my car and drive it off a goddamn cliff. I know how to kill people with a car and loot their corpses. Why did I even come home?
Steve, you've got to help me. I'm stuck.
Well, I think that's as good a place as any to end the video.